baseball fans, and welcome. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Philadelphia Phillies going up against the Atlanta Braves.
And now,
first pitch coming your way next. And towing the slab in this one, Jose Suarez. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
The lefty, the 1-0.
Hey, partner, back in 2023, Turner homered off the same pitcher twice in the same inning. Only a few players have ever done it, and his were against his former team, the Washington Nationals.
That's a laser base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Fastball in for a strike. It's 0-1. Next offering is fouled back. Got him. And there's one away. Okay, let's check out the lineup. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives.
This looks like extra bases. Flying around third is Turner. He'll score and the Phillies take the lead.
Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
1 out, runner at second. And here comes Alec Bohm in the air, left side. And there's 2 down.
that's it. The lefty, Brandon Mark.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Right through there for a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope.
Struck him out swinging. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. 1 run, a pair of hits, no errors, and 1 left on. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Phillies 1 and the Braves coming up. This is NL East Baseball here on MLB The Show. We go to the bottom of the first, and on the hill for the Phillies, Andrew Painter. What do you got on him, Chris?
With the height, the release point creates a lot of tilt on his pitches. So coming into the zone, really hard for the hitters to get on plane. Makes it very difficult for the hitters to guess.
And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. Here's your 1. This one in the air, right field. And that drops foul. In the air, right field. Garcia coming on, and there's one down. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. They're facing a pitcher today who's prone to giving up homers, so we'll see. We might get some big swings here today.
Yeah, Boog. One reason for those long balls comes from the lineup being aggressive and confident. If they maintain that approach, they could hit a few more today.
Into left center for a line drive base hit. Now the Braves have the tying run in scoring position. Here's Matt Olson down. The 0-1. Hard hit to right center. Brings it in with a nice running grab. And there's 2 away.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time, as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
That misses. Ball 1. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. Pretty close, but it was a ball. So they'll lose their first challenge. The 1-1. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Safe at first as they can't make the play. First and second, 2 outs. Mike Yastrzemski up here. Right through there for a strike. Two on, 2 outs. And that one is lifted in the air. Crawford should have this one. And that's the 3rd out. 2 left for Atlanta. They trail here 1-0. We move ahead to the top of the second now. And now for the Phillies, Adolis Garcia. Popped in the air, left field. Yastrzemski under it. And there's one down.
The catcher, JT.
Fouled off left side. That's ripped into the outfield. And that's got extra bases written all over it. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
One out, runner at second. Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies. And there's a foul ball. Man at second. In the air to left center. Base hit. Here comes Real Muto around third. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Well done. Drives in the run. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
That one fouled off. Man at first, one away. And down on strikes. 2 gone. Crawford wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. And it's going to stay a strike. So that removes their last challenge. So the Philly batting order turns over. Trey Turner getting ready to hit. He led off the game with a single and then came around to score. Runner on the go. Strike in there. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job at controlling the running game, and that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that base stealer's rhythm off. Well, they weren't able to do it right there. They're going to have to make some type of adjustment, or players are going to be running all game.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Man on second, 2 down. Foul ball, still 0-2. This one in the air, center field. Harris coming on. He's got it, and that'll do it. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now a 2-0 ball game. This is NL East baseball here on MLB. The bottom of the inning. Now in for the Braves, Ozzie Albies. Albies getting the start at second, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he's a native of Curacao. The 1-0.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Here's a swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Batting 7, the center fielder, Michael Harris II.
The 0-1. Ripped on a line to center. And there's one away.
Man, that's one of those at bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at bat.
Dominic Smith at the plate now. That's ball 1. Quick toss to first. Albies dives back in.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary lead and perhaps score on a ball in the gap. No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Fastball for a strike. Albies stands at first with 1 out. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
He was all over that one. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
That clips a corner.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Two on, one out. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow.
Line drive, base hit. Ozzie flying around third. In comes the run from second. He's safe at third, and the tying run is 90 feet away.
Well, back within one as he brings home the run. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Here's Acuna now. He's 0 for 1. That's a strike, attacked with the sweeper. Runners at the corners, one away. Bottom half of inning number 2. On the ground to the left, and that's just foul. The 0-2. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Can't get there. One run will score. And it'll be runners at second and third. Only one away.
Well, we're starting over again. All tied up. Put a really nice swing on that bolt into the gap. But, man, you got to love the effort out there to lay out for it. He almost got there, and that would have been an amazing catch.
That's in for a strike. Broken bat, and it's popped up. 2 away now.
Well, that's a frustrating at bat right there. Big opportunity and just missed it. I know he wanted to do some damage. Next guy will have to pick him up.
Here's Matt Olson. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Two on, 2 outs. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. One runs in, the throw home. Not in time, he's safe at the plate. And they lead by 2.
No, he was a little off balance. He got the front foot down, but was so great at keeping the hands back and allowed him still to get good wood to this baseball. Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs. Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out. Get as much as you can. Give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 1.
Nope, outside.
That's a hit. And he beats it. He's safe.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
First and second, 2 outs. Here comes Mike Yastrzemski to the plate. That one's upstairs, ball 1. in there at the knees, and 1-1. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And that is that. So 9 batters come to the plate, 4 of them score. We head on down to the top of the third. It's the Braves 4 and the Phillies 2. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the Phillies DH, Kyle Schwarber.
This is a very important inning here. After scoring all those runs, you want your pitcher to come out and just mow them down. The offense has worked hard. It's shut down inning time.
That one finds the zone. That is strike 2.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count. See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Stays alive. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes, you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Right through there for a strike. A changeup missing, and the count is 1-1. That's a strike. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Up next for Philadelphia, the third baseman.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Two down, bases empty. Here's the third baseman, Alec Bohm. Fly to left his first time.
Not what he's looking for there in the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
And that one is in for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
What a stop. Over to first. And they get the out. Phillies go down quietly in the inning. Still down by a count of 4-2. Set for the bottom of the third. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Ozzie Albies.
You know, these Braves doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. They're hitting everything thrown at them. Their contact rate is in the low 90s. It's like they know what's coming, and that's just pretty ridiculous what they're doing right now. Those numbers are well above the major league average.
Base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Tough game for him so far, Boog. Another hit, and they've just been knocking him around through the first 2+. He's got to get things back on track, maybe junk a pitch that isn't working, or he might not last much longer.
That misses the zone. Ball 1.
And you know, bloops and lasers, they both count the same. So we know there's 0 complaints about double digits in the hit column, no matter how it happens.
The 1-0. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Dom Smith stands in. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. In there for strike one. Swing and he popped it up. Has room and he makes the catch.
Up next for the Braves, the shortstop, Mauricio Duval.
Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball one.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact, so not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind it. Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
That one finds the zone. Strike one.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get two. Get out of this.
2 on, 1 out. Ground ball right side. Stop. Flips it. There's one. On to first. Safe. So they get one, but a really nice try there.
The right fielder, number 13.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Right through there for a strike.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat. Drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
Out to short. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. 2 left for Atlanta, but they still lead this one 4-2. Start of the 4th, and now for the Phillies, Brandon Marsh. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. And there's one down.
Got the pitch that he wanted. Just a little bit quick. Front shoulder open. Backside collapsed a little bit. And the launch angle not where he needed it to be.
Foul ball there. Strike 2. There's a swing and a drive. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next hitter to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
Real Muto in the box now. Takes strike 1. One out and a runner at second. Top half of inning number 4. That one lifted to left. Yastrzemski moving under it. 2 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
And that one clips the corner. Fouls one off out of play. Back to our left. Garcia on at second with 2 down. Cut out and missed. Struck him out. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. Phillies strand 1. They trail it here 4-2. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. This offense has lifted them to a lead with plenty of hits so far in this one as we look at the spray chart.
Yeah, it looks like they've been spreading it out pretty well in this one, Boog. Spraying the ball all over the yard. Good team effort at the dish.
And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
That one drilled left field. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. Throws to second. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Andrew Painter will depart, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. Out of the bullpen for the Phillies, Zach Pop.
And that's a big potential run out there at second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by them into the outfield any way they can.
Now he can't squeeze it behind the plate. Man at second. And that's through there for a strike. Some bullpen action for Philadelphia. Tim Meza, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Bolin getting loose as well. One now. Line drive. And there's one away. So now with one away and a man at second, here is Austin Riley. He's 2 for 2. And that drops in for a strike.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
Nice grab. Nicely done for the out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work. Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there, and boy, umpire didn't give him the call. I bet you if he throws it again, hitter knows he's going to have to swing it.
That clips the corner. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Runner from third in to score. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead.
Picks himself up an RBI. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
So 2 down. Ozzie Albies digs in now. Chopped out towards short. Trey Turner gloves it. They get the force. That's the 3rd out. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's 5-2. This is NL East Baseball here on MLB The Show. We go to the top of the 5th, and now for the Phillies, Justin Crawford.
Boog, this guy's just a tremendously talented center fielder. Gold Glove caliber type out there. Offensively, he can do some things, but also has some streakiness as well. I think the key is just trying to find a way for him to be consistent day in and day out. He saves runs in the outfield, so that's going to buy him more time to work things out at the dish.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Gets to it onto first. Got him. 1 away on the strikeout. Fought off foul. The 0-1. Right through there for a strike. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. Harris after it. Makes the grab, tracks it down after the long run. And there are 2 outs. Here comes Schwartz to the plate, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. High fly ball down the left field line. Way back there. Gone. He'll take a jog around the bases. And they inch closer. It's 5-3.
That's some Schwarber power for you right there. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Check swing called strike. That's strike 1. Two down, nobody on.
Ball, that's out.
Two down, base is empty, but 1 run across. And we're at the top of the 5th. Ground ball up the middle. Slings to first, and that'll do it. But the Phils edge closer on this solo homer. It's now a 5-3 ball game. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Now in for the Braves, Michael Harris the second.
You know, these Braves doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. Double-digit hits and 0 strikeouts. I don't know which of those is more impressive, but especially in today's game, that's something they can feel very good about.
Pop, a 6'4" righty, 29 years old, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2017. The 1-1.
Ball, that's inside.
There's a line drive to left field. Marsh takes it in for the out. 1 up, 1 down.
The batter, number 8, designated hitter, Dominic Smith.
That one called a strike. It's 0-1. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Up next for the Braves, the shortstop.
Here's Mauricio Dubon.
Ball.
Smith leads off first with 1 away. Right through there for a strike.
Ball.
Lined, and that's a base hit. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. The throw in into third now. So runners at the corners and 1 out.
That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Junior.
Breaking ball in there for a strike. The Braves trying to break this one open. Last half of inning number 5. Out to short, Turner. Save! And they add to their lead as the run scores from third.
Oh, that was a great chance to turn 2 with the 6-4-3 right there, but the feed to second, maybe the most important part of starting that double play, just didn't get it right there. And these players work on it a lot during batting practice, and if that feed's not on point, very difficult for the second baseman to make the turn.
Here's the catcher to hit, Drake Baldwin. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Two on, 1 out. That's a base hit. Dubon around third. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 4.
Comes through with the RBI. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
And there's the strike. Move to second. Acuna dives back in. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Reaching for it, makes the catch. Runner tags at second.
Now we'll see if moving up to third there pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a base hit. We'll see what happens.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Zach Pop departs, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. Tim Meza gets the ball now.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Austin Riley at the plate. And there's the strike. Two on, two outs. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. In to score from third. It's an RBI single, and it's 8-3.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Ball one.
The lefty, the 1-0.
Ball inside.
First and second, two down. Now he breaks his bat. Oh, he gloves it. We're through 5. It's the Braves 8 and the Phillies 3. This is Braves baseball on the show South. Back at the ballpark, let's take a look at some of the moments that stand out to us. Alec Bohm stands in for the Phillies.
Alec Bohm.
Suarez back to work. And a foul ball. In the air to left center. Yastrzemski on the move to the gap. Pulls it down and he makes the catch.
Up next for Philadelphia, the left fielder, Brandon.
Jose Suarez done for the afternoon. Pretty good effort, and he exits with a lead. We'll tell you about the new pitcher when we get back. New pitcher on here, Dylan Dodd. He's into the game with the bases empty. And first offering is fouled off. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. Here's the 0-2. That one just misses.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner. Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. The Braves leading by 5, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Fights it off, he'll see another. Two on the way. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Two now. This to center field. That one gets down for a hit. So he ends up with a hit after seeing a lot of pitches. That was a good at bat.
Up next for Philadelphia.
In steps Adolis Garcia, also known as El Bombi. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so a changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Marsh leads off first with 1 away. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, that was the cutter down and in right there. And typically, if you're going to have a chance with the pitch, if it's down, that's your best chance of doing anything with it. It's kind of like a mini slider, just with a little less vertical movement. But still, that one tied him up, and he couldn't get the barrel to it.
That's a strike. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. And that is that. One left for Philadelphia. Can't chip away at an 8-3 deficit. Bottom of the 6th. So now to the plate for Atlanta. Ozzie Albies.
That's a ball.
And that misses.
Inside,
Ball 2.
Hey!
On the ground to short. Handles, throws to first. 1 away, bottom of the 6th.
The center fielder, Michael Harris II.
And that drops in for a strike.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. And that's a 1-out single.
You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Smith in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. Real Muto throws, not in time. It's a stolen base.
Clearly not content with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead in today's game, and now they've got a good chance of adding on.
Ouch, that one drilled him. No chance for a play, and let's hope the left-hander's not hurt out there. Definitely some concern here. That ball came back and got him right on the pitching arm, as you can see him trying to shake it off.
And if nothing else, you worry about him getting some dead arm and losing some feeling. But from what I can tell, I think they're going to let him continue, and that's a really good sign.
Breaking ball through there for a strike. Up the middle. The flip. There's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
I promise you, there are guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Tim Meza out of the game. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for the
Here's the new pitcher for the Phillies, Kyle Backus.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Back to the top of the order now. Ronald Acuna Jr. next up for the Braves. Pitch misses outside, and it's 1-0. Two balls, no strikes to count.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
That one ripped, but foul. Up the middle, and it's through for a hit. And now two aboard.
One.
2 on, 2 outs. The 1-1. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase. Line drive. No one can get there. It falls in. Runner from second scores as they add on.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Matt Olson up to the plate.
Yeah.
The 0-1. That's towards center. Crawford gets under it. And that will end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors and a couple left on. We're through 6 full. It's the Braves 10 and the Phillies 3. This is NL East Baseball here on MLB The Show. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Were we on script?
Never.
Singy, you grew up in the Bay Area. Did you have a favorite player as a kid?
Yeah, I love the A's lineup. I mean, guys like Ricky Henderson, Dave Kingman, Terry Steinbach. I mean, you just go on and on. Tony Armas, just some tremendous rosters back then. And I loved as a kid getting on the BART train, the Bay Area Rapid Transit, pulling up right there to the stadium and then going in and watching the game.
You also had the pleasure of going over and hitting and taking batting practice at a big leaguer's house. Who was that?
Yeah, Willie McGee, one of the greatest of all time, in my opinion. Not
he
in the
lived
Hall
in your
of...
neighborhood.
Yeah, his folks live right down the street from me, and that's where his batting cage was. I used to look out of my backyard down the hill and just dream of one day maybe being able to go over and hit with them, and that dream became a reality when I was drafted by the San Francisco Giants.
The batter, number 7.
Back to the top of the order. Here's Turner now. 1 for 3. Foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Up next for Philadelphia, the designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Reaches over the wall, and he's got it. Phillies strand 1, not what they were looking for. It's 10-3. Set for the last half of the 7th. Now in for the Braves, Austin Riley.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
That pitch in for a strike, and it's 0-1. That's a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
The Braves up big in this one here at the bottom of the 7th. And that is out of play. The 0-2 gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Over to stop for 1. How about that double play?
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Kyle Backus is done, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with a new pitcher after this break. Out of the bullpen for the Phillies, Jonathan Bolin.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Base is empty after the double play, and here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish.
Hey! Ball one.
On the ground out to short. And that is the inning. Braves go down quickly here, but they still lead by 7. It's 10-3. New arm out of the bullpen, Robert Suarez.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
High fly ball, right field. Acuna under it. Takes it in for the out.
Up next for Philadelphia, the third baseman, Alex Cone.
Hey!
Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's 2 away.
The left fielder, Brandon Marsh.
2 outs. Base is empty. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate.
Hey!
On the inside corner for a strike.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. It's the Braves 10 and the Phillies 3. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the center fielder, number 23.
Hey!
Stirring in the Phillies bullpen, Tanner Banks, preparing to come on if needed. And the 0-1. In the air to left center. And he makes the catch. And a quick out, number 1.
The batter, number 8, designated hitter, Dominic Smith.
There's the strike. That's out to center field. And there are 2 down.
Up next for the Braves, the shortstop,
2 down, base is empty. Mauricio Dubon next up for the Braves. Hit on the ground to short. Trey Turner gloves it. Play made. That ends the inning. It's the Braves 10 and the Phillies 3.
Leading off for the Phillies, the right fielder, Adolis Garcia.
Hey.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Oh, and 2 now. On the ground, right side. Albies gets it to first. Now 1 gone in the 9th.
Up next for Philadelphia, the catcher, JT Realmuto.
And that one fouled off. One down, base is empty here in the 9th. That one in there across the letters. Suarez, an all-star a season ago. He features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a sinker, and occasionally uses a cutter. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. And the 0-2 stays alive. The 0-2 struck him out without a swing. Phillies have just 1 out remaining.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Stop in the box now. No balls and a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th.
Ball, that's off the plate.
They're down to their final strike. That one just misses. And the count now even up.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Two down, nobody on. Out towards right center field. Harris on the move. He's got it. Ball game. And the Braves take this one in a blowout.
Offensive explosion today for these players. They gave up a few runs, but they had more than enough firepower to turn this one into a blowout.
Final score here today, 10-3. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.